Hello and welcome to this episode of the Unconventional UFOlogist. This is the channel that explores historical, mysterious aerial phenomena. I'm Steve and I'm so glad you could join me. In this episode, we're diving into a remarkable incident that happened in Trumbull County, Ohio on December the 14th, 1994. It's a case that involved multiple witnesses, including numerous law enforcement officers, and remains unexplained to this day. Also, don't forget to stick around till the end as we'll have our custom song that ties in with this week's case. It was just after midnight on a chilly autumn night when the 911 dispatch centre in Trumbull County began receiving an unusual number of calls. Here's a short clip of one of these calls.
County Dispatch, may I help you?
Yeah, did you get any reports of any object in the air about 15 minutes ago?
Somebody called in, but I really don't know what that would be.
It was very strange.
Okay.
Looked like a back end of like one of them fighter planes, like the plane coming at the back.
Okay. Was it just like moving at a slow rate of speed?
It wasn't a slow rate, it was a fast rate, but it was coming down.
It was coming down?
Yeah.
Like straight down or at an angle?
Like an angle.
At an angle? Okay.
It wasn't real big in the back.
Okay.
Plane.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll check with the air base in Vienna and see if they have any report of anything in the area.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye. County Dispatch.
Okay.
Bob, I swear to God, 4 calls in on an unidentified object over Liberty.
4 calls.
4 calls on an unidentified flying object.
Run down, take a look. All right, let's check it out.
You want me to call the air base and see if there's anything in the area?
Let's take a look.
Now, this wasn't an isolated incident, not in the slightest. The majority of these calls were handled by dispatcher Royanne Rudolph, and she soon realised that something extraordinary was happening. As the calls kept coming in, Rudolph made the decision to notify the Liberty Township Police. Initially sceptical, the first responding officer, Sergeant Tobit Maloro, was about to have an encounter that would change his life forever. As Maloro drove down Sampson Drive to investigate, something unprecedented occurred. His police cruiser suddenly went dead. Then in a moment, straight out of a science fiction movie, his vehicle was engulfed by a bright light from above. Let's listen to a clip from Maloro's account over the police tapes.
Back to the UFO, I saw it.
Did you really?
If it was red, I don't know. These people saying it's blue. Right? I pull up to this
County just saw it too.
Down, he goes, hey, this thing's hovering right over Sodom Hudson. It just came over my house, right? I said, are you serious? He goes, yeah, right? Then you tell me you got a report of it on 5th Avenue Extension, right?
Yeah.
I'm right by Patty Metzinger's house, and I looked towards 5th Avenue Extension. You could see a red glow up in the sky. It was huge. It was like huge.
See, but they're telling me blue-green because the media called. This woman was crying hysterically. She's like, oh my God, and she's screaming, and they're like, oh God, and they call me, and I'm laughing it off because I can't, I'm not going to cause a panic.
I'm dope or something. I see this red.
No, because Toby, I swear to God, we got 7 to 8 calls on this UFO.
We're doing, they're scanning us.
No, I'm telling you what, they were coming in at the same time.
Well, anyway, I see this.
And the county saw it. Somebody from the county saw it.
Really?
I think Pete Lusick saw it because he came across his channel and he goes, she's that big thing in the sky with the lights. And first we thought they were making fun of us, but they went to another channel to do it because they didn't want to be on their main.
Well, with me, I saw this big red, it was glowing in the sky.
Well, that's what the guy said. He said it looked like fighter pilot lights in the back of the tail of a bomber.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
And I said, well, maybe it's a weather balloon. Well, I called up, and Toby, I swear to you, I was laughing it off, and I thought, well, he's going to say weather balloon or something, but he says, no, I don't. He goes, we have nothing. Because we have the radar right now.
Well, this thing wasn't more than about 50 feet off the ground.
Well, that's what I told him. I said, this is low to the ground. I said, you might not pick it up. I said, he goes, well, maybe it's a helicopter. I said, well, I heard from 4 people. Something that low to the ground would be making a hell of a noise.
This thing wasn't making no noise.
I know.
Because I rolled down, when I saw the glow, I rolled down my window, I didn't hear a sound. The only sound I heard was my car.
Well, was it moving or was it was just...
Yeah, it was glowing. It was moving. You could see it like up in the air, glowing and getting further away from me. That's why I had to go all the way down Overbrook and cut over to get on 6th Avenue. As soon as I turned on 6th Avenue, I didn't see it.
Did Bob see it?
No.
Did Steve see it?
No. I'm the only one that saw it.
There was about 10 other people in Liberty who were just swearing up and down they saw a UFO.
Media probably have something.
Oh, they'll have a ball with it, because, I mean, they called already.
What did they say? Did you guys locate anything?
Yeah, well, they're like, people are serious. They're very upset. And I'm like, well, it's got to be a weather balloon or something.
This thing, whatever it was, lit up. I mean, literally lit up. You could stand, if you were underneath it, you could see it would be like daylight, but red light.
Well, I logged it. I knew this is coming back up. I knew everybody and their brother's going to be calling tomorrow. And I'm like, I logged it.
I saw it. Oh, my God.
No, I didn't like you saw it.
They're going to be calling.
But you know what? They'll be pulling that tape. We're all going to get our asses shucked. You watch federal government will come out here and go, okay, we're going, oh, little green men, Santa Claus, flying Christmas tree, all this shit on the channel. We're all going to get our asses in a grinder.
Perhaps the most striking aspect of Maloro's encounter was the complete absence of sound from this massive hovering object, which was literally right above his head. After the UFO departed, Maloro's cruiser mysteriously began functioning again. He attempted to pursue the object and radioed in his experience to an increasingly bewildered dispatch. Word spread quickly amongst law enforcement in the area. Soon, officers from multiple jurisdictions were involved in what amounted to a high-stakes game of cat and mouse with an unidentified flying object. As the night progressed, more and more officers reported sightings. According to dispatcher Rudolph, at least 14 to 15 officers witnessed the UFO. Their reports and attempts to track the object's movements were openly discussed on the police radio. One of these officers was Lieutenant James Baker of the Brookfield Township Police Department. Baker's experience adds another layer of intrigue to this already fascinating case, as he heads up to an old radar tower for a better look. Let's hear a clip from the police tapes. Just a warning that even though I've edited it, it's still 2 minutes long.
Steve Baker. Yeah. Alright, I talked to these guys. Everything's alright. They're going to go back to where they came from.
Who?
I can see them.
Did you see anything?
I got them right here. I'm looking at them.
What the hell is it?
Hold on a second. I got to turn my lights on before I get rear-ended.
Okay.
Well, I can see them from Warner Road. They're sitting stationary. I got 3 of them. One is over, there, and then there's 2 kind of close together.
What do they look like?
Well, I'd like to say that they're just like flickering stars, except I've got 4 discernible colors. I got red, yellow, green, and blue, and the one just was like flashing. So if they're those planets those guys were talking about, then they're planets with Christmas lights on.
You can see them?
I can see them. Not like clear as day. I don't see any wings or anything to see them.
But you see lights?
Yeah.
Unreal.
Hold on a second.
Unreal. What are you doing?
That's what I mean. I mean, I can, without my binoculars, I can see red, yellow, green, and blue. I mean, they're way over there. They got to be way over in Cortland.
No. Did you hear Cortland on the air?
Yeah.
Even UFOs will come into Cortland.
I can't believe it.
He's killing me. So you're having an experience?
No, because I can't see. I mean, they're so far away. They look like stars. They're just like.
Well, the first calls we got from Liberty were they were like 50 feet above the ground.
Yeah, well, they could be on their way home.
All right. I think everyone else in this county should go home.
Yeah, I'm about ready to. This is weird. I had a beat on them from the tower. They got to be going away because they were closer than this. Now I'm looking at them. Oh my God!
What?
And they're not a plane because here goes a plane, and I can see the plane, and the plane's blinking red, and the fact that there's another plane. I think
they're scrambling planes out of SATCOM 1 to go check them out.
Wait a minute.
What?
Oh my God! I hope that's a plane. Oh Jesus Christ! Please be a plane. Oh please.
What? What are you doing?
I ain't ready for this shit. Hold on, little bitch. Where'd you go? That's a plane. Oh thank God.
The Trumbull County Incident has been the subject of much speculation and investigation over the years. UFO researcher Kenny Young conducted an in-depth study of the case, interviewing many of the officers involved. He came away convinced of their sincerity and appeared on many documentaries and talk shows to publicise this case. In the comments below I'll share with you where you can listen to his appearance on Art Bell's Coast to Coast and hear the tape in full. Attempts to explain the sightings as astronomical phenomena fall short. While stars low on the horizon can appear to change colour, this doesn't account for the reported movement of the objects, the vehicle malfunctions, or the intense light beams that was witnessed by officers. Some have suggested that the object might have been a top secret craft from the nearby Youngstown Air Reserve Base. However, Captain John Keatak from the base stated unequivocally that no aircraft, experimental or otherwise, was flying that night. So what did the police officers of Trumbull County encounter on that December night in 1994? How do we explain the simultaneous failure of police cruisers, the intense beams of light, and the structured craft witnessed by multiple trained observers? Nearly 3 decades later, the Trumbull County UFO Incident remains one of the most compelling and well-documented cases in UFO history. It stands as a testament to the fact that despite our technological advances, there are still phenomena in our skies that defy conventional explanation. Well, that's it for today's episode. As ever, I encourage our listeners to keep an open mind. Remember that the universe is vast and full of mysteries, and sometimes those mysteries come unusually close to home. I'm Stevie Harwood, see you next time on the Unconventional UFOlogist, and remember, keep watching the skies.
Nights so clear and dark, strange lights start to spark over Trumbull County land. Something's out of hand. Driving on the road, mystery starts to unfold. Phones start to ring. What's this glowing thing? Aliens flying high in the Trumbull sky. We all saw the sight in the dead of night. Sheriffs in the car, chasing lights afar. Reports come in waves. In the night we stay brave. Aliens flying high in the Trumbull sky. We all saw the sight in the dead of night. Sheriffs in the car, chasing lights afar. Reports come in waves. In the night we stay brave. Sheriffs in the car, chasing lights afar. Reports come in waves. In the night we stay brave. Sheriffs in the car, chasing lights afar. Reports come in waves. In the night we stay brave. What's beyond our stars? Look how close they are. A night we won't forget. Still wondering yet.